Hi, my name is Ben Rogers. In case you're wondering, we're in the year 2011 and we do not have flying cars, hoverboards, 3D holograms, cheap space travel and such. Now, I'm going to explain to you the history of flying cars. So, let's examine them closely. In the year 1961, when the Disney company made a movie, The Absent-Minded Professor, Fred MacMurray played as Ned Brainerd. In this movie, he made Flubber and made his wheel Model T fly and made super jumping shoes. It was followed by Son of Flubber when he made Flubbergas. Now, in the MGM movie Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, Dick Van Dyke, who played as Professor Potts, he converted his broken down Model T wheel car into a car-plane combo. Now, in the Jetsons TV show, when it was made in 1962 by Hanna-Barbera, it was a show about George Jetson and his family who flew in flying cars, had video phones, moving sidewalks, tube traveling, and even hoverboards and hover bikes, and also robots. Now, in the 1991 show reboot, they had zip boards that were actually hoverboards. They hovered around in mainframe. And they also had video phones and 3D holograms and flying cars. Now in Inspector Gadget and his niece Penny and the dog Brain, they had a Gadgetmobile that they converted into a copter car or even a car-plane combo. Same with Dr. Claw's flying car. And also, now in the Disney movie Treasure Planet, Jim Hawkins rode a solar surfer, which is called the hoverboard, with a solar sail, and he did sky surfing daredevil tricks, and he also traveled in outer space and had the 3D hologram map in the 3D hologram book. And he also saved the crew from Treasure Planet exploding disaster on the second hoverboard. In the Lionsgate movie Pinocchio 3000, Pinocchio was living in a city called Scambleville with flying cars filling the skies, robots, 3D hologram projectors, and also a virtual reality machine. And they also had round hoverboards and hover bikes and robot cops. Now in the Disney movie Meet the Robinsons, Lewis, who was trying to build the memory scanner, had some people come from the future and take him to 30 years in the future in a world with flying cars, instant rising buildings, 3D holograms, robots, and they were also trying to get the second time machine from the bowler hat guy. Now, in the video games of iToy Anti-Grav, you play as a hoverboard character, riding on a hoverboard, dodging flying car traffic, and you use your body movements. Now in the Nintendo GameCube, F-Zero GX, they had hovercars, and they also hovercar racing, and they also had flying cars filling the skies in 3D holograms. Now in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Fast Forward, 4 mutant turtles and 1 mutant rat traveled from the 20th century over time to the year 2105 into a world with both wheel cars on the freeways and flying cars in the sky. And finally, in the computer game Beam Breakers, you get to drive in a flying car, dodging hovercar traffic jams and doing errands for your boss. So, now, I want to introduce you to my books. Ben's Hoverpad Theories. In this book, it talks about how you can make hoverboards using my theories I came up with, how we can make these hoverpads for hoverboards and hover bikes, and also for turning wheel cars into hover cars, and which ideas are great ideas and which are flops. And finally, I have a second book I'm selling called Where's the Hover Age by Ben Rogers. It's a book about a world where flying cars and hoverboards and hovercars, 3D holograms, cheap space travel, dome cities, Mender scanners, and also robots and teleport closets and virtual reality machines and automation did not come to pass, as well as the future weapons that didn't come. Of course, some of the inventions we have, like video phones, movies, sidewalks, did come, but they weren't that popular. And finally, I have a book that's by Bill Butler from hovertech.com. His book is about hoverboard theories, which ones seem to work and which ones are flops, similar to mine. For more information, go to my website, hoverage.com, to read my hoverboard research. And for Bill Butler's research, go to hovertech.com. This is Ben R. signing out. Thanks.